And, you know, it's like you said.
The sport shows you that within a matter of 16 hours, you can go from extreme highs to extreme lows.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, I did it. Oh, I'm not doing it. All right, here we go. Let's move on to our next battle. We'll revisit the Jeff Jones-Burkett battle. Right now it's Field and Charpentier in that garagistic, the E36. And Matt Field, who went really hard twice yesterday. Again, Forsberg, Osbo. I mean, that back end got all sorts of damage on it. I mean, those innovative designs, wings. I saw him down there, down in the parts bin, as you call it. All right, here we go. Matt Field out front, and Rome Charpentier in the chase position. Nice job by Matt Field. Rome ain't no slouch. Saw that yesterday. Loves to advance on the top 16 here in this championship rookie. Oh, Rome jumps up, has the proximity. Definitely like to have angle into that third and the power alley, that third outer zone. Brian, really well done there by Matt Field out front. And again, Rome had the proximity, but would like to see him mimic the angle, especially in that power alley.
Yeah, Matt Field definitely lived up to his nickname yesterday. He was a beast pretty much throughout the entire weekend. The car looks super fast, kind of continues here with that same progressive approach. And Yves looking strong here. He's starting to close the door coming down off of the bank. You can see a little tiny hiccup there from Field into that second outside zone. Good transition here into the third outside zone where the decel is. And then Yves looking for an opportunity to attack here. He comes through the smoke line, takes that tight line there, gets right up on the right door of Matt Field. And you know, he actually did a pretty good job following the line as well, but you can see on that third outside zone, he did cut it much tighter than Matt Field. But on this final section here, coming through the smoke line, he puts enough angle in the car to kind of stay on the same relative line as Matt Field. So good job there by Yves, and we'll switch things up with Yves going to the lead. Oh, I'm sorry.
Rome Charpentier. I have no idea why you've been saying
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry.
Rome Charpentier versus Matt Field. So whenever Ryan said Yves earlier, just replace that with Rome. That's what
I
he
am
meant.
so sorry. I apologize.
Rome Charpentier, Matt Field. Rome will be leading, and Matt Field will be giving chase.
Good job by Rome.
Ryan Lontaine's over here. Rome.
I'm plugged in. I can't hear you, Ryan.
Just showing you, nobody's perfect. Still trying to hit that 100-point qualifying shot. Here, oh wow, Rome. Just buzzing the tower there of Matt Field's Corvette. Rome higher than Matt Field. Look at this. Matt Field, let's see what you got, man. As he is pedaling it right next to Rome Charpentier now coming to that second outside zone. I asked and you shall receive. There you go. And now into that first and only front clip into that last outside zone. I got to tell you, Rome out front, a lot of confidence here in that garagistic E36, really well done there. And Ryan, man, Matt Field, where was he?
Yeah, you know, Rome showing some true grit here against a veteran in Matt Field. You can see he didn't get fully to angle on the initiation, but now he's much higher on the bank. Field closing the door here. Great job on proximity, but look, he straightens up a little bit. He's getting close, but he's not as consistent as you would like to see. Now as Rome comes down off of the bank, let's keep an eye on this outside zone 2. Just right at the edge there, good flick back around, misses outside zone 3. Field anticipates it, tucks up on the inside on inside clip 1, and then through the smoke line. Field actually has a tough time on his transition. He's going to come up on a little bit of a tighter line there relative to Rome as they finish this run. So this is a close battle here, Jared, and I'm sure that the judges are going to ask for a side-by-side as we anticipate what the results will be here in the top 32.
Yeah, I'm really baffled on, you know, is Matt Field's vehicle 100%? Here we go with the BC Racing side-by-side instant replay, Ryan.
You get a look here from the drone, and really I think what the judges are going to be looking for is, you know, the lead consistency has played such a big role. Who did better there, and then transferring our eyes to the chase runs. I like the way that Yves attacked that outside zone 4.
Rome.
I'm so sorry. I don't know why. It's locked in now. It's locked in. I like the way that Rome attacked that outside zone 4, and also on his chase run, the same thing. He came on a really nice line against Matt Field. So overall, a great job by him.
I love it, Ryan. Yeah, I think in order to make things right, when Eve runs, you need to call him Rome.
Balance it out.
Yeah. Oh, and it looks like the judges are requesting another side-by-side here. Give moderns hell. What's going on there? As you can see, Matt Field waiting there in the Vortex Supercharged, the Falcon Tires Drift Cave Pedal Commander Corvette. It didn't seem like the Matt Field from yesterday showed up here today, man. That chase, he was really low here, but almost mimicking each other, alternating positions, not just lead and chase, but I'm talking about, you know, you can see Field out front, fills it outside zone, tightens it up, and he gets deep in the outside zone, and Rome does what Matt did in that chase position as well. So, Ryan, I don't know if the needle's going either way, or it's kind of like, don't leave it in the judge's hands. Like, really bring it. And like I said, in St. Louis, we saw, you know, from round 1 compared to round 2, it seems that the drivers really stepped up. This is not a clear indication that that is the case here right now. So, see what the outcome is here between Matt Field and Rome Charpentier.
Yeah, you know, you mentioned a little bit of a difference from Matt Field. He was so aggressive yesterday that it was overly apparent. And,
right,
you know, this time he was aggressive on his chase run in closing the proximity gap. He had a couple little adjustments there on the big bank, but we didn't really see him do as well on other parts of the course against Rome. Rome, on the other hand, had some good levels of inconsistency. Yeah. There was no major mistakes. He put the pressure on Matt when he kind of needed to. He didn't do a great job on the bank in the chase run, but overall, like you said, pretty close battle here.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if this goes one more time, just, you know, given how long it's taking for the judges to input them, and then here we go. So Matt Field, Rome Charpentier. So it looks like Chris Ewell sides with Matt Field. Ryan Lontaine says one more time, and finally Brian Eggert says one more time, and there you have it. So 2-1. That's standing, man. Osbo, former champ, Odi Bakshi's, you know, always a contender for the championship, but wacky things seem to happen to him, man. Popping a few engines in Jersey a few years ago, doing this, doing that. It's just, yeah.
I just got a text from Lorette Nickel. I don't know if you saw that as well. It said that they are working on the intake manifold for Frederick Osbo inside the trailer. That's why you don't see hands on the car.
Got it. Yeah, and Stefan did a really good job breaking down that build and that engine. And I know factory-wise, it has an intercooler built into the actual intake manifold. So I'm wondering what's going on with that. Here we go. Matt Field, Rome Charpentier. Matt out front. Don't leave it in the judge's hands, boys. Matt Field, good angle from him. Definitely high on the bank. You can see him, both tires above the lane 1 there. Oh, and Rome overcooks it. Quite a few tires off there. We'll take a look at the instant replay, how many, but way off the course there is Rome. Matt Field dips that back left tire into that outside zone number 4, Ryan, and unfortunately for Rome, he goes off course.
Yeah, I was going to say Rome was looking really solid. It looked like he had improved on his chase run against Matt Field. And as we go back and take a look at it, it looks like he just overextended a little bit too much. You can see he gets a much better jump, and the distance from the first battle to this one is much tighter. Matt Field is allowing that to happen because he's got a great lead run. And then right there, you can see Rome just goes off course. It looks like it was too solidly, and that, you know, a couple of those front tires got pretty close, but it's definitely going to be a big deduction. Thankfully, he was able to get back on it really quickly and make a fight of it here. Let's take a look at it again from this angle. There's 1, 2, and that front left gets right up near the yellow line, but as you can see, he quickly made an adjustment, got back to trying to attack Matt Field, got up super tight there, but Field obviously made some improvements of his own on his chase run and did a much better job this time around. So I think there's a little bit more of a clear-cut advantage here, at least from run number 1. And now we will switch things up with Rome Charpentier going to the lead and Matt Field chasing him down.
Yeah, looking forward to this. Again, the chase driver is allowed to leave the line prior to the lead car. Falling out of the gate. That is a weird, wonky start there. That might be in question in regards to, again, you have to initiate no later than that last standing cone as Rome fills all that first outside zone. Matt Field gets to the side of him before it goes that second outside zone. But now really applies pressure on that front clip into the outside zone 4. Matt, a lot of proximity, but I want to take a look at, I mean, what happened there from the start, and did Rome actually initiate?
Well, I
It
want
was
to
a
see
clean
that
start.
from the side. It was a clean start coming over the comms. There's the 3-2-1 cone. See the Budweiser? So yeah, he kind of was. He was making the commitment to doing it. I don't think the judges are going to give too much of a look at that. Maybe they will, but either way, it was a slow run up. Matt Field did make a good adjustment here. You can see he's on a bit of a tighter line. Then he backs up a little bit, gets right to the door of Rome. Here it is from above, eye in the sky, coming down off from that decel area. And then right there, you mentioned Field didn't get all the way out to outside zone 3. Kind of came center line, then crosses through that inside clip, trying to tighten it up here. And pretty decent mirroring job on the line that Rome drew there on that final outside zone number 4.
Yeah, if Field advances here, I would say it's due to Rome going off course, but if Field advances, he really needs to step it up. He's going to be going against JTP. I don't think he's getting all the way to those outside zones. I think he was gifted a victory here with Rome going off course, but again, I'm not a judge. The verdict is not in just yet. If it, you know, again, I don't know what happened in between yesterday to today, but maybe Matt chilling a little bit. Maybe it ran out of back bumpers. I don't know, but here is the BC Racing side-by-side instant replay.
You can see this is where Rome made a much better improvement from the first battle to this one, but you know, Field has been pretty consistent in the chase in terms of his aggressiveness and proximity. You did mention him missing outside zone 3, and that was a bit of a difference from what we saw yesterday. And Rome does look pretty strong and consistent. Like you said, it was just that one big mistake, kind of overcooked it coming off outside zone 1, dropping those 2 tires, and score's already starting to come in.
And there it is. Yeah, Matt Field does get the win, and I would attribute that to him going off course here.